Candidates running for West Virginia House of Delegates in Wood County say they'll focus on everything from jobs to health care access if elected. Our Cassidy Fury asked each candidate the same question: what issues they'd prioritize first.
With several contested races on the ballot, I sat down with House of Delegates candidates from the 12th and 13th districts and asked them each the same questions. One of them was, what are the top issues they'd prioritize in their first term and why? In House District 12, incumbent delegate Vernon Criss says bringing more opportunity to Wood County starts with putting people to work.
It would be jobs, because we've had a rebound on manufacturing in this country overall. There's $340 million available in a high-impact, jobs-related manufacturing fund for companies that want to do manufacturing back in West Virginia. This governor's refused to use these dollars to help Wood County.
In District 13, Melissa McCready says her top priority is changing a state program she believes limits competition in health care.
The main issue that I would prioritize is the repeal of the Certificate of Need, which is a program that doesn't allow medical facilities, medical treatments, medical practices to just open in a free market. It restricts those businesses from coming to West Virginia based on a panel of bureaucrats and existing medical businesses.
And incumbent delegate Scott Heckert says the biggest needs right now come down to basics, roads, schools, and making sure leaders follow through.
The top issues right now is infrastructure, accountability for the school funding, all three school funding, holding people accountable to bring things to Wood County and to help limit things that are not good for Wood County, and to move forward with legislation that's good for the whole state.
Candidate Charles Hartzog was unavailable for an interview. Primary elections for West Virginia will be held May 12th. Head over to our website, WTAP.com, to hear more responses from these candidates. With WTAP News, I'm Cassidy Fury.